It's been a while since I've been at my kiln. You can see I made a bunch of little glass globs. This one is really promising. I'd like to put a decal over it. It looks like the ocean on the bottom and a sunset at the top. That needs to be worked a little bit more. Just a little playing around piece. This didn't work at all. But my primary focus today is to open up the box of findings that just arrived. I started with pendants and made many, many, many. But then moved on to earrings and using little tiny scraps of glass. I'm making these little tiny flower earrings, which are super fun, but I ran out of findings for them. I have plenty of bales for pendants, but this box is primarily earring findings. So these are some little earrings, and this is when you just take a really plain glass glob. Really dolls it up. Makes it look really pretty. Disaster. Once I get back to school, I really don't have much time for anything else. So all my hobbies get put aside, and all I do is work on lesson planning and grading. So let's see what we got. Yeah, we won't look at the price list or the receipt. That would be a little scary. Let's get the packing out. They always do a really nice job at Rio Grande, packing everything again to safely, quickly in one piece. So my favorite chain right now is this. It is 2.6 millimeter elongated oval cable. It's really pretty chain, and it works really well with the pendants I've been making. And I didn't know it was supposed to be all earrings. This ended. And then I got a handful of 5 millimeter round bezel where the glass globs that I'm creating can sit right down into that cup. Those are nice. They don't come with backs though, and I think I forgot the backs. This is a new one that I have not purchased a lot of. These are pendants, again, for these little glass globs I'm making. And they are little flowers. That's the back of it. So I have to turn it so you can see the front. These are really pretty, and I have never used those. It fits about a 10 millimeter stone or a 10 millimeter piece of glass. I don't think I have any of those handy, but oh yeah, there's one. And when I open that up, oh, that'll look pretty. That's a really pretty piece. These I'm excited about too. They're a hanging earring with a little bezel cup. So you just need to take one of those little pieces, and this would be a much smaller one. And you just glue them in place in that cup. That'll be cool. Of course, have I a good plan for what I'm going to do with all this stuff? No. I always say I'm going to do a craft fair and then tend not to get to it. But here's another pendant piece. Looks like a sort of an aster looking flower with a cup in the middle. And that one is a 5 millimeter. I do a lot of these little glass beads in 5 millimeter and 6 millimeter. That'll be pretty when that's done. So there are bigger, sort of a geometric looking cabochon holding earring for the bigger pieces that I've done. I do have a handful with this purple one that I keep using, although that's a little bit big. Yeah, that's a little bit big. So I will have to dig through and see what I have that will fit this. But I think that'll make a pretty earring. And then some very basic little earring backs and supply of those. More chains. This is the 1.9 millimeter. For some of the pendants, the 2.6 is a little bit too big and clunky, so I thought I'd get a couple of those. I wanted more, but there were only 5 available. That's a big seller. Earring back. This is a slightly bigger, the 6 millimeter, with a little decorative detail around the edge of it. So those will be pretty. So now that I have a whole bunch of supplies, I can get back to the kiln. I'm looking forward to playing again. Probably first I should organize my space. You can see I started with the microwave fiber kiln. So I've got a microwave, and then purchased the bigger fiber kiln and just put it right on top of the microwave, and then purchased a wonderful professional quality kiln, which is still in the basement. So I need to get that up here where it will be much easier to use. But for now, other things to do.